Hello, I'm Lizzie and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an assumptions video. So I went on Instagram and on Snapchat on YOLO, I've never felt more like a 12-year-old, and asked for your assumptions of me. I got quite a few responses, thankfully, but yeah. Also, just a side note, we do also have Lulu, who is a little special guest, mainly because she's very, very clingy and you just like cuddles, don't you? Baby girl. So yeah, let's crack on. First assumption that I've got here is your housemate is your best friend. So, sounds weird, but so I live with Carolyn and she is one of my closest friends. But my best friend is someone called Sandra, and Sandra is in university and is still hella salty that I once called Carolyn my best friend, and that is definitely a comment from her. So yeah, my housemate is one of my closest friends but not my best friend. Please could you do 2 vids a week? I could, but I'd probably run out of ideas, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like to start with, till I get a groove of how I want things to go here, I'm probably best just sticking with 1 video a week. And then once I get into a groove, I feel like then I could probably up the videos. But I feel like having a structure at the moment is what works best for me in my mind. You don't care what people think of you. I care a lot. I am one of those people where the littlest thing, like someone could look at me in the slightest kind of like eyebrows filled kind of way and I will overthink that for the rest of the day. If someone ever says anything nasty or anything with the slightest off tone, it ruins me over. But at the same time, that is like one half of me that is like so evidently present that I am a very emotional person and I'm very sensitive. But at the same time, if you tell me an opinion I don't really care for, like, I won't care. Like, you can say what you want and I wouldn't give a fuck. But if you're hitting an insecurity, I'd probably be like, no, please, no. You regret not going to uni? Yeah, no, but I don't think going to university was what was evidently in my future. I've tried college quite a few times and I don't think it was university that potentially wasn't for me, it was college. So I regret it, but not much. Not sure what you want to do with your life. Yeah, haven't a clue. I'm just taking it one step at a time. Yeah. You want to dye your hair bright colours. So in the first lockdown, I dyed my hair 5 colours. Like each week I'd dye it a different colour semi-permanently. And it was very, very fun, but I think it was like in the past. I don't think it's part of me or the image I present of myself. I think it's just something that was quite fun and nice to do whilst I was in that lockdown, but since then I had my hair dyed at hairdressers and I don't want to spoil it with semi-permanent hair dye. You're a cat person deep down inside, not a dog person. No, not a chance. Lulu is my bestest best friend. Look at her, she's the most adorablest little thing going. How could I be a cat person when Lulu exists? She's just so cute. Aren't you, baby? I'm clingy and I love that. No, I like dogs. Dogs are just the best thing going. You love yourself loads and are super confident. Not a chance in hell. I still get paranoid and stuff like that. I'm more comfortable with myself than I was when I was growing up, but I wouldn't necessarily say that makes me confident or love myself. I'm just more comfortable in who I am and myself. But yeah, I wouldn't say I've got some self-love, which is good and it's needed, but I don't love myself loads. Thomas is your favourite brother. I'm just gonna skip that one. You have been in love once and scared to be in love again. No, I've never been in love. I don't think it'd be my forte. I like being independent. I mean, I'm a very clingy girl, but I like being my own person. I don't think love is for me. You miss some of your old friendships that you had. I guess. I mean, it all depends what friendships we're on about. Friendships from school, I miss them all the time. Like, I kind of have some friends that I was friends with in school, but quite a lot of them moved on, same with college. But I wouldn't necessarily say I miss them, because we all move on, and that is part of growing up, is moving on, changing, growing. And I think for that to happen, some people stay in the past whilst you go forward with your life. And I think missing is a bit of a strong word. Like, I think back on the memories and think they were really nice, and I'd love to be able to reconnect with some people, but I think they're better staying in the past. You have some sweet ass friends. I do, yes. I love my friends. they're the best thing in my life, as well as Lulu. Look at her. Your one true love is Alfie. So Alfie is my other dog. Sure, Alfie and Lulu are my one true loves. Once when you started working somewhere, a bird pooed on you. Yeah, so when I started working where I work now, I was 17, little naive me, and we used to have a thing with street team where you were on the streets and you were going around trying to get people into the company, and a bird shat right down my back, and I didn't notice. And then one of my friends was like, bear in mind, this is when I first started actually, like I think it was like my third shift or something, and one of the girls there that I'm not really close with, she was like, a bird's pooed on you. I was like, no they haven't. And then she was like, they have. I'm not lying to you. So she had to wipe it off, and from that day forth I was known as BP Lizzie, so bird poo Lizzie, because before that there was another Lizzie there and they called her old Lizzie and me new Lizzie, but it just changed to Lizzie and BP Lizzie. Thankfully it stopped now, nearly 4 years later. It has gone, but I guess those memories will always cling. You love having a big family and want quite a few kids when you're older. Yeah, no I do. I think when I'm older I'd probably only want like 2 or 3 kids though. I think it's just a nice little number, and I just think I'm not cut out to be a mum to loads of kids. You want to own a dog hotel. I would love that, like a little kennel, like, you know, when dogs go on holiday, like dogs, when their owners go on holiday, I would love to own the hotel that all the dogs come and stay to, so then I can see all the dogs and meet all the dogs and play with loads of dogs. I think that would probably be such a good thing for me, because I love dogs. You are brutally honest. I wouldn't say brutally honest, I just, to my friends, probably, yeah. I will tell them the truth. If they're being stupid, I'll tell them they're being stupid. If something doesn't look right, I will tell them that doesn't look right. Strangers I'm not. To people that I'm not as close with I won't. It's only if I'm like horrendously close that I'll be like, no. Yeah, next one. You want to spend your life travelling. That would be honestly a dream. I wouldn't say my life, but for the next couple of years I wish I had the money where I could just go and travel. Like I really want to go like interrailing through Europe, because I just think it'd be so fun, and I don't know, I think I could definitely cut it out. Like I'd love to just be able to be by myself and go around loads and loads of countries and just see loads of different lifestyles and different cultures, and just being able to experience it all. And I just think that's something that really appeals to me and I wish I could do. Last one. You feel like bigger sized people don't get the same respect smaller sized people do. No, they don't, but it's one of those where people see bigger size people as unhealthy, ugly, stuff like that, and I think that is where the respect is lost, in terms of like different industries. If that, I don't think I'm making very much sense. Like, I just think there's more. I wouldn't use the word respect, I don't think. I just think there's more people that like and will associate with smaller size people than rather larger size people. But I think that's just something that we as a society have ingrained in ourselves and to everyone since forever, that bigger size people just aren't as worthy as healthy sized or smaller sized people. And I think that's something that will be instilled in everyone for a very long time, and that is something that's going to take a lot to break down that prejudice. But we move. I think every day we make new steps in people being, or at least people showing more attention to bigger size people. I don't think I've made much sense in answering that assumption, but I think I've spoken my mind. I don't know. I think that's my opinion. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you like the video, just hit like, subscribe, all that other stuff. I will have links to my social media in the description, so if you'd like to follow me on there too, that would be great. But yeah, other than that, bye bye. Bye, Lulu. Bye bye. Bye bye.